Hey guys, my name is ThatGuyTrav, and welcome to Challenge Mode, a brand new series where we're going to break games, reconstruct them, and play them how we believe they should be. Today, we'll dive headfirst into the world of Dead Rising 2. We'll be taking on the role of Chuck Green, former motocross star and zombie snack, to get through a mall filled to the brim with zombies. However, we're going to rise above the rank of our fellow man and be a pacifist. Well, for zombies anyway. Today, we're going to try to answer the question of, is it possible to beat Dead Rising 2 without killing a single zombie? A quick summary of the rules for this challenge. We cannot kill any zombies for any reason or increment the kill counter in any way. If we do, we must reload a previous save. We must start off at level 1 with no new game plus features. We must also complete the game from start to finish with the best possible ending. We have 4 bonus challenges, which include trying to save every survivor throughout the game, defeating every psychopath throughout the game, making every combo weapon and combo drink in the game, and getting all the gifts for Katie. While these bonus challenges aren't mandatory, we're definitely going to try to stick to them throughout this run. With the rules set, we can tackle the first stage of the challenge. First things first, we'll need to go through the intro sequence for everyone's favorite bloodthirsty show,
Terror is reality!
Here we're expected to mow down zombies with a chain bike, but instead we can just ride around the arena and avoid them entirely. This does hurt us a bit since we won't start off with the 10 grand for winning, but we can make the money back up later. So for now, we'll rescue our daughter from becoming a zombie nugget and head to the safe house. It's here when we are introduced to the base game's plot and a few new mechanics that are different from the original Dead Rising. Chuck Green is framed for causing the outbreak in Fortune City and has 3 days to clear his name. While this doesn't sound challenging yet, we are presented with a different problem. Meet Katie. She's Chuck's daughter and has been conveniently bit by zombies and thus needs Zombrex daily. While this isn't too much of a hassle, other survivors throughout the run will also require it. Buying Zombrex is pretty expensive and we'll be short on money as it is for now, so instead we'll rely on getting extra Zombrex from either finding it or rescuing specific survivors for it. The first Zombrex we can buy is affordable enough, so we'll have that as a last resort. With that said, let's begin the chaos. Our first stop is to pick up some Zombrex for Katie. Whenever we walk through the Royal Flush Plaza, we want to constantly hang towards the edge of the mall. The edges offer less zombies and the stores make great pit stops if you need a breather. Here we make it to Roy's Mart no problem, beat the thugs, save our first survivor, and most importantly of all, collect our first dose of Zombrex. Since Katie needs Zombrex at 7 AM, we'll take this time to become the world's #1 dad and spoil our child relentlessly. We're going to be grabbing a possible 7 out of 11 possible gifts for Katie. These include marbles, a pony on a stick, a beach ball, a robotic bear, and 3 huge stuffed animals that can be found in various stores in the Royal Flush. While these stuffed animals were annoying as all hell to get, they net us a cool 75,000 PP, enough for us to get up a few levels. On top of that, there's a few survivors we can save, and this is where our biggest gain of PP will be. Since we can't kill zombies, we'll need to stick to our bonus challenges for all our PP gains, and survivors will yield the most PP, especially when you bring them to the safe house. To maximize our PP gains, we'll be grabbing 2 magazines, which we'll basically be holding onto for the entire run. The first is the Rescue magazine, which gives us a 25% boost to PP from survivor-related activities. The second is the Leadership magazine. This makes survivors way more effective while in Chuck's party, which is a really nice bonus, since now if a survivor wouldn't normally be able to walk, they can. With a steady influx of survivors, we'll level up in no time. While I was traveling through the mall, I noticed that being grappled is basically a run killer about 99% of the time. However, if we let a zombie take off a block of health, for some reason Chuck is way more likely to let them live when he escapes. This makes grapples a bit safer, but we're going to be jumping like an all-star and rolling around at the speed of sound to keep us safe while traveling through those big hordes. Rolling is an effective strategy when it comes to entering new areas, especially since when the roll animation takes place, you can enter new areas perfectly and grapple free. With those strategies sorted out, we'll get moving with the Zombrex. After grinding for 3 in-game hours, we head back to the safe house to give Katie her first dose of Zombrex, after which the game truly begins with case 1-2 live on location. Here we must head to the Fortune City Hotel, after grabbing the maintenance key from Sullivan, of course. With this, we now have access to every maintenance room in the game, letting us finally start creating combo weapons. As we head out, we are thrown into a tutorial section for where we make the nail bat, the drill bucket, and the IED. Quickly go around the Royal Flush and create the knife gloves, electric chair, power guitar, and the driller. Thanks to grabbing the bow and arrow and mask earlier, we can find some dynamite and a spare battery to also make the Roaring Thunder and the Blambo, bringing our total number to 9 out of 50 weapons. With that crafting session finished, we head outside to the Platinum Strip. While we could go to case 1-2, we still have plenty left we need to do first. We head down the strip to rescue 2 survivors and make our first drink, Painkiller. This allows us to only take half damage from all zombie attacks for 30 seconds. These will be much more useful later on, so for now we'll just move on. We quickly head back to the Royal Flush, grabbing a water gun and making a Molotov, parablower, snowball cannon, and the air horn, raising our total to 13 weapons made. Once inside, we pick up another survivor and cash in at the safe house. We also give Katie the water gun and get another 10,000 PP. We save and head back out to the strip. After a quick conversation with an upstanding citizen, we head to the Yucatan Casino to take on our first battle. Here is where we encounter one of the most tedious parts of the run. Taking down Ted is a cakewalk with a sledgehammer, but Snowflake is another story. We can't hurt Snowflake since she's a gift for Katie and she does a lot of damage to us, so we'll need to be extremely careful. To tame her, we need to place down 3 steaks for her to eat, and boy does she love not to even touch them. Snowflake is super finicky with this, so we need to basically wait until she's at the perfect angle before she even attempts to snack. If zombies are nearby, they can disrupt the animation and cause her to sprint away hungry, forcing us to wait for the whole process to repeat. Wait, pray, eat, and repeat. Once you're in the Tiger God's graces, we get a badass tiger companion and can carry on. After a quick pit stop to pick up some more survivors, we finally head to case 1-2 alive on location. We make some quick step smoothies and we use them to sprint like a madman. With these we manage to just barely complete the case. Yes! Once that nightmare's over, we pat Snowflake on the head for some more PP and leave the safe house. Before the next case starts, we're going to be on a time crunch to save a bunch of survivors. On our first trip out, we run to the Atlantica Casino to pick up 3 more survivors. We also make the Fountain Lizard, after which we go on trip number 2 to put out a small fire and get some totally average nerd boys to safety. Once we get all 6 of them back to the safe house, it's time for case 2-1 Signs of Life. We'll get the next case active, but we're not actually going to be doing it yet. That'd be a waste of time. Instead, we're going to really start getting our hands dirty by fighting some psychopaths. So we head out to the Platinum Strip to face off against Leon, making a laser sword on the way. Since we can't use guns, Leon's a bit more difficult than normal. However, Leon's AI is buggy as all hell, so after getting lucky with him getting stuck on the stairs and the fence, he goes down easy. Then, we head over to Chuck the Role Model to fight another psychopath. Quickly but surely we take him down and save Vicky. After we do some quick platforming to grab some money, Zombrex, and a giant stuffed rabbit for Katie. Once we drop off these 2, we'll nab 2 more survivors, one of which gives us another Zombrex, and make both the rocket launcher and the Tesla ball. Now it's time to start one of the trickiest parts of the run, case 2-2, Ticket to Ride. It's here we find out TK is a bad boy that we gotta investigate. After beating a few of his cronies, we're given a motorcycle. With this we must chase down a train and hop on it using the ramps scattered throughout the tunnel. The only problem being that zombies litter the entire underground, and if we even look at a zombie the wrong way on the bike, they die. The best strategy I found was to stay directly behind the train as it kills anything in front of it. However, that presents its own set of challenges. Mercenaries will throw debris at you and will shoot you no matter where you are behind the train. If you get hit, you slow down, threatening your chance to catch up with the train and failing the mission. However, there is a way to get past this. If we stay towards the back right hand side of the train, it will eventually pass a ramp that almost touches the train. After a few good attempts, I was finally able to jump on a zombie-free ramp and slam into the train car. After a few quick kills, we finish the case and press forward. Before we leave the underground, however, we need to make a few pit stops. We head over to a nearby maintenance room to create the Defiler and the Ripper. After that, we grab a construction hat and head down to another platform in the tunnel that has a dose of Zombrex on it. Then we find a beer and create the beer hat and the plate launcher. Now we leave the underground behind to fight with our next psycho. We head to the food court to beat Chef Boyardee into spaghetti and save 2 survivors from becoming its stew. After which we will rock out loud in the Platinum Strip and head back to the safe house to give our daughter her next dose of Zombrex. We still have some time to rescue some more survivors and proceed to case 3-2, Run for the Money. This case is pretty straightforward. We kill a few mercs, destroy their drills and van, and that's pretty much it. Once we beat the van into scrap, we head back to the Yucatan for a dose of Zombrex and LMG and make the fire spitter. With all that done, we leave to go back out into battle. We start off with Slappy, which would normally be a hard battle, but with a bit of cheese we stun him and trap him in an AI loop, so he goes down after a few short swings. After which we grab a survivor that gives us a shortcut between the Royal Flush and the Palisades, making travel between the 2 so much more convenient. After this, we have some downtime, but instead we're going to make as many combo weapons as we can, including the Freedom Bear, Flaming Gloves, Super Slicer, Freeze Bomb, Hacker, Porta Mower, Electric Rake, Boomstick, Paddle Saw, and the Pole Weapon, bringing our total to 32 weapons made. Also, while we're out here, it hits 7 o'clock and we grab Janice. Janice is a special unmarked survivor, who when is rescued will give you $70,000, giving us 100k which we'll need for later. Just after this we run into a snag with Luz from Par for the Course. She's surrounded by zombies and her golf club doesn't do enough damage to kill them in one swing. I tried using firecrackers and rolling them into the crowd to give her some more room, but it didn't help at all. However, upon my several attempts to save Luz, I realized something amazing. While using a fire extinguisher, Chuck can free zombies without killing them. So I just froze all the zombies around Luz and let her do the rest. After that trial and error, we make the tenderizers and carry on. We head back to the Yucatan Casino as case 4-1 the source approaches. We pass through the Palisades and grab the ingredients to make both zombie and nectar drinks. Nectar produces a queen, which we'll need to save for later. After pocketing it, we fight the twins, but they are relatively easy. We slash one to death and the other dies with her. Now it's crunch time as we must complete 2 psychopath battles back to back. First, we head to Here Comes the Groom to fight Randy, and boy can I say he was easily the hardest fight we've come across. Randy does massive damage with his special chainsaw and sprints at you like a bat out of hell. But after dancing on death's door with 1 HP, we take him down. We grab the survivor he had and head to mail order Zombrex to beat down Carl the postman. I didn't know this, but survivors will actually try to fight the psychopath you're fighting. So after I send her out of the way from death, Carl goes down and we get another Zombrex. We also get to save at the safe house. Once all that's done, we need to run around the world to collect 3 gambling magazines for our biggest challenge yet. Well, gambling. There's 3 survivors that only let you save them if you beat them in a round of poker. After countless tries, and I literally mean countless, I lost track during the hour and a half I was playing this, I managed to knock out all 3 and save them. I didn't realize they gave out so much money, so from here on out, we really don't need to worry about money anymore. We nab another survivor on the way back as we grab 2 ketchups to make a Spitfire drink. Not sure what it does, but we don't have time to find out. We drop off our party of 5, buy some girls for their company, and drop them off as well. Now we're just in time to give Katie her 3rd Zombrex and head back out to fight another psycho. Seymour is a sheriff gone wild, but for the most part he's a pushover, so we take him down and grab his gun for a later psychopath. We quickly then grab a nearby survivor, make both the extinguisher and the auger, and make a mad dash for another survivor. We nab him as well as head to the Palisades. Here we meet the Tape It or Die crew. They can't be saved now, but we can give them the tools of the plate launcher. They build it for us and now they can be saved later on. We bring the survivors to the safe house and gear up for our next battle. We need to kill 4 psychopaths along the Platinum Strip. While they aren't too challenging, they can be deadly with their snipers, so we stay low and take them out one by one. After that, we strip down to carry another survivor and give out Zombrex once more. We rinse and repeat and head out to save 3 more survivors. We also drop off the funny painting, which is the last of Katie's gifts. Now we jump right into the fray with another psychopath. However, they have a mini-game for their fight instead, so we breeze through it in no time. We grab some Zombrex backstage and make the gem blower and the infernal arms. Use the fire extinguisher trick once more, and then finally head to the safe house. During this adventure, we also make Luz happy with a brand new golf club. After rescuing a beached mermaid, we head to case 5-1 stakeout. We see TK trying to escape, so we just head to case 5-2 getaway instead to keep him grounded. After a pleasant helicopter experience, TK lands at our feet and we take him back to the safe house. Now to maximize time, we need to get moving as fast as possible. First, we head to the Palisades to pick up the dynamite and jump down to talk to Andy. After a lengthy talk, he comes with us and we head to the center of the mall to make a nectar and grab a tiki torch. Head back out over to the side lounge and we grab a tennis racket and a lawn dart. We head down to the maintenance room and make the blazing aces, the sticky dart, and the wingman. We then rush to the shortcut of the Royal Flush Plaza to drop off Andy. While here, we hand Sven some vodka for another Zombrex and head out. We stick to the left and make the Blitzkrieg on the way to the strip. Once out, we head over to a nearby maintenance room to make the dynamite. Now we run down the Platinum Strip to save 2 more survivors and head back out once again. Now we need to sprint over to the Atlantica and beat some magical psychos. After making a repulse in the randomizer, we slash them into pieces and go to a nearby maintenance room to make the holy arms. We head back out to the strip and head down to a specific maintenance room to make the spear launcher. Now we quickly rescue another pair of survivors and head down the strip, during which we found the parts to make the heli blade. Now next is the Yucatan, where we go and grab tools to make the flamethrower. Now we can head back to the safe house and finally catch our breath. That was a lot of talking. We do just a bit more crafting with making the Hail Mary and blending the Untouchable smoothie in the Palisades. Afterwards, we rush over to the Yucatan to blend our last combo drink of the game, Energizer. We also make the Handy Chipper and the Burning Skull. With 1 more combo weapon left, we give Katie her 4th shot of Zombrex and sprint out to make it. We scour the underground for the BFG and bring it back for the final combo weapon, the Super BFG. With that, all combo weapons are complete, and all we have are 6 survivors and 3 psychopaths left. We start case 6-1, help arrives, and with it come the new gas zombies. A gas has now flooded the entire mall, causing many zombies to become much more hostile. They have harder grapples to escape and do way more damage, so we'll just need to jump and roll around them especially. As we exit, we sprint to case 6-2, last stand, to fight Sergeant Boykin and beat him down, teaching him a lesson on how to be friendly. After which we head back with Rebecca, stop and pick up the Tape It or Die crew, freeze some more zombies, and successfully secure the safe house and start case 7. Case 7-1 is just cutscene, so we skip to case 7-2, the only lead. Before we head to the underground, we rush off and get the last 2 survivors of the game. At first, dealing with the zombies was hard, but then I remembered the ultimate strategy, the fire extinguisher. After a few quick zombie popsicles, we bring them home and now have successfully saved every survivor. Now quickly, we bob and weave through the underground hordes to get to the lab, killing every living human in sight. Then we return to the safe house. After having a lovely reunion and misuse of firearms, we chase down Sullivan to the roof of the mall. Before we leave, we give TK a dose of Zombrex. Now on the roof, it's a bit of a grind, but we manage to slay Sullivan with our best friend the Knife Gloves, completing the main story. But as always, there's overtime mode. TK has both Katie and Stacy hostage, so we need to make one last trip into the mall to save them. TK has us go around and collect a bunch of items for him, but with our skills already established, this is a cakewalk. We head to the arena and drink the last of our drinks from our inventory. Now we fight TK to the death. With a few exchanges between us, we manage to beat the hell out of TK, and finally, the credits roll and show us our final score. With that, we proved that it is 100% possible to beat Dead Rising 2 without killing a single zombie. We also proved that we can do it while getting all the gifts for Katie, saving every survivor, defeating every psychopath, and creating every combo weapon and drink in the game. The only thing we couldn't complete was Ante Up. Try as I might, I could not find enough time to strip all those survivors down to their undies, so that's the only thing we're leaving behind. If you want to watch me record this footage live, you can follow me on Twitch. I get some of my footage from those streams, so you should check them out and say hi. Also, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It's the first of hopefully many, so please leave challenge suggestions in the comments below for more challenges I can attempt. Thanks for watching. Until the next challenge mode, my name is ThatGuyTrav. I'm gonna go recharge for the next one, so good night everybody.